Good afternoon and welcome back to Sleep Train Arena alongside our game day engineer Brian Hassler and my broadcast partner Joey Gonzalez. I am Ben Schneider. Happy to have you with us here. Looking forward to this one. Boys Division IV state championship game coming up here from Southern California. We have the Pacific Hills Bruins out of West Hollywood. They're a very impressive 28-4 on the year. From Northern California, out of Santa Rosa, the Cardinal Newman Cardinals, 32-3. State championship game coming up here moments from now. And let me welcome in my broadcast partner, Joey Gonzalez. Joey, it's been a while since we did a game together, since football season at least. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're getting ready to. We've had a great slate of games last night. Looking for some great basketball. I had a good one to start off the great slate today. So looking forward to this one coming up between Cardinal Newman and Pacific Hills. Cardinal Newman looking for their this is their fourth state title appearance, trying to win their first ever title. And Pacific Hills, this is their third state title appearance. They only won one so far. That was back in '98 when they beat Brookside Christian out of Stockton.
Yeah, I saw. I forgot to mention that Cardinal Newman 0 for 3 in state championship games, so they're trying to get off the schneid here tonight. Let me give you your starters here. First for Cardinal Newman out of Santa Rosa. They're the Northern California Championships. Number 2, Tim McCullough, a 5'10" senior. Number 10, Kenny Love, a 6'1" senior. Number 15, Corey Hamill, a 6'6" senior. Number 20, Sebastian Rodriguez, a 6'6" senior. And number 32, Sean Martin, a 6'3" senior. So, Joey, they're going to start 5 seniors for Cardinal Newman, a very experienced ball club.
Yeah, absolutely. This is experience. Experience gets you this far. We'll see how experience handles the pressure here from Pacific Hills.
For Pacific Hills, they'll start number 1, Jonathan Mills, a 6'5" senior. Number 2, Jordan Plax, a 6'5" senior. Number 5, Jamal Taylor, a 6' senior. Number 12, Naaman Wright, a 6'5" junior. And number 22, Marcus Jackson, a 6'3" senior. So 9 of the 10 starters combined here today are seniors. So a lot of experience coming into today. I mentioned Cardinal Newman 32-3 on the year. Pacific Hills 28-4. Team rankings in the states for Cardinal Newman, actually they're ranked 11th in the state. For Pacific Hills, they're ranked 15th. Scoring averages, Pacific Hills likes to get out and run. They'll average 70 points a game. For Cardinal Newman, they average 61 points per contest. And Corey Hamill leads the way for Cardinal Newman at 16 points per game. A couple of players for Pacific Hills, Jamal Taylor just under 15 points a game, and Marcus Jackson right around 13 points a game. And so we're getting ready to rock and roll here. Division IV Boys Championship game on the line. So starters have taken the floor for Cardinal Newman. They're going to be in the home whites with the maroon trim. Maroon Cardinals across the front, maroon numbers on the back. For Pacific Hills, in the navy blue with the white trim, white and red trim, white numbers, and PHS across the front, and white numbers on the back. We're getting ready for the tip on your radio or your computer dial. Pacific Hills moving right to left, Cardinal Newman left to right. And we're underway. First tip is controlled by Pacific Hills. It's going to be Marcus Jackson, the senior, will play his college ball at Rice next year. Hands it off up top to Taylor. Swinging around the perimeter now to right. Right up top to a 3-ball straightaway, money in the bank. Marcus Jackson, and that's the way this ball game gets started.
Brand new start, fresh start there for Pacific Hills. Of course, Jamel Taylor looking to have a good game going. He's headed to Washington. Saw Lorenzo Romar in the building, checking out his new recruit.
Romar playing in the NIT with UW. And right just like that, Cardinal Newman answers with Sean Martin, a 6'3" senior. So both teams come out firing here early on. Pacific Hills up top 3-2 as it's Taylor up top, guarded closely by McCullough. Taylor calls out a play, swings it over to right. Back to Taylor. How about an NBA 3? In and out. Offensive rebound, weak side, goes up strong, puts it up and in. And that is Jonathan Mills, 6'5" senior. So a lot of height, a lot of strength for both starters, Joey.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Cardinal Newman, a lot of size. Should be an up and down game here. Pacific Hills trying to push tempo early on.
Cardinal Newman, Santa Rosa, out of the North Bay. Kick it up top to McCullough. Swing it around the perimeter to Love. Love going to dribble drive, pull up 15-footer is good. And that's actually Naaman Wright. No, correction.
Corey Hamill. Hamill there.
Hamill, thank you very much.
For the Cardinals.
Looking down at my sheet here, getting used to these players. How about another NBA three, top of the key? No good. And
well, Cardinal Newman is set up, out of bounds there to Cardinal Newman. Cardinal Newman showing that 2-3 zone, trying to keep everything to the outside, and Pacific Hills is going ahead and deciding to go ahead and try to get those threes.
High school is about 19.6, I think. NBA's 23.5. I like it. I like my chances from 4 feet closer in, personally. Not sure why they're taking the NBA ones. Offensive rebound by Hamill, who has the first bucket for the Cardinals. Throw it up top to Love. How about all alone inside with McCullough?
McCullough taking that back cut, going back door. Good job by Love to find him right under the basket.
6'5", Cardinal Newman on top. Here's Wright. Thought about the three, brings it to the left. Inside presence, left block. Nice spin move, but blocked, and they call it travel. Mills moved his pivot foot. That's a good call.
Yeah, good defense there by Cardinal Newman as they try to force the turnover. In fact, do get the turnover.
Good crowd on hand here for a second game of a 6-game tilt. We will crown 5 more champions here today as Sarah won the D5 Girls Championship earlier.
So far, Northern California has won for 6 in state championship games.
Was it 5-1 Southern California?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
well, with the win today, the win today, it was a 1-6? Yeah, so 6 Southern California champions so far.
Here's Taylor. How about a 3 left corner? No. Good box out and a nice rebound inside for Cardinal Newman. And they get it up top to Love. How about a 3 right check? Nope. Long rebound. Comes out top to Wright. Wright taking it coast to coast. Going to pull up. Oh, nice look inside. Left block. No. Weak side rebound taken by Rodriguez.
Yeah, go tempo going early right here. Cardinal Newman's going to want to slow things down. You can't quick shoot because that's what Pacific Hills wants to force the opponent to do.
Double teamed up top, swing it around to Love. Love going to pull up a 3. Looks good, is good.
But if
Kenny Love from downtown.
Yeah, but if you're wide open, you got a wide open look like that. Why not take it?
So 4 of the 5 starters for Cardinal Newman on the book so far. 9-5. Cardinal lead here early on. Pacific Hills out of West Hollywood, the Bruins. Led by Ivan Barana. Here's but a 3. Lefty no off the top of the glass. That one wasn't even close. Love has it. He looks to push. Going to his left. 1-on-2 all the way to the rack. No. Now Pacific Hills looks to push. Wright going to pull up 18-foot. Yes. Nothing but twine.
Yeah, with 3:32 to go here in the first, it seems that Pacific Hills is already really trying to stress tempo. Good job right now. The way that these kids from Pacific Hills shooting it from the outside, they've got a nice stroke going there. There's Wright, between Wright and Jackson. They look really good from the outside.
Right now is 7. Perfect 3 of 3 at the line. Going to hold for 1. Shot clock turned off. Game clock reads 10 and counting. 15-12. Cardinal Newman trails with the ball. There's King. Wild shot. 2 seconds left. And that's going to do it. Entertaining first half in the books. Pacific Hills leads Cardinal Newman 15-12. You're listening to the boys Division IV state championship game only on PlayOnSports.com.
Play on Sports is on.
To Torres. Torres back up top to Love. Love running the show. 15 to shoot. Here's King. Top of the key. Guarded up top by Plax. King, good move. High off the glass. Puts it in. Nice move there by King.
Nice offensive set there by the Cardinals to take some time off the clock. Finally took a shot with about 9 seconds left.
3-ball left check is way short by Taylor. But they get it back. Throw it, and that's very long there by Mills. Mills had a wide open, about a 10-footer from the left baseline.
You know, and if Cardinal Newman can take time off the clock, take a shot with under 10 seconds to go in the shot clock and allow Pacific Hills these three shot opportunities or 3-point opportunities early in the shot clock, it'll spell a good day there for Cardinal Newman.
Pacific Hill's going to take a timeout. We'll do the same. They lead 17-16. You're listening to the boys Division IV state championship game right here on the Play On High School Sports Network.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And Ben, what I was mentioning there is that if Cardinal Newman's going to want to come away here with the title, be only the second Northern California team to win a title here in this state tournament. They want to keep the scoring down to about high 50s, low 60s. While obviously Pacific Hills wants to push tempo, they're looking to score right around the 70-point range.
Good steal. One guy to beat. Jump stop. Up and in. Nice play there. The steal and the bucket for the senior, Julian Torres.
Yeah, bad inbound pass there by the Bruins led to that steal.
So first lead of the game for Cardinal Newman, 18-17. They've scored 5 straight. Cross court, they go to Wright. Wright wants to work on his man. Throw it up top to Taylor. Taylor back to Wright. A little two-man game. Finds Wright on the baseline. He's fouled. That's going to go on McCullough.
Yeah, a little over-aggressive there on the defense on the denying of the pass there to Wright. I'm sorry, McCullough picking up this first personal.
Clean game so far. Both teams just with 2 fouls.
Right there on the corner, but was not able to get it in.
We're here at Sleep Trade Arena. Quick turnover for tomorrow as Sacramento Kings will host the Philadelphia 76ers. Here we buy night. As the Kings making a desperation push to keep the team here in the capital city. Should be a good atmosphere here tomorrow night for the Kings Sixers. Here we buy night out at Sleep Train, but still a long ways away from that. We got this one and 4 more games here. We'll crown 5 more champions here at Sleep Train Arena. So we'll try it again. We'll see if they can get it in this time. Jackson inbound, no problem, as they throw it inside to Casanova. Casanova up top to Taylor. Taylor dribble drive, and 1.
Nice drive there by Taylor. Get the jump stop. Has the defender going back on his heels. I think that foul, it looked like it was going against Sean Martin, is going to pick up his first personal.
So Taylor to convert the 3-point play. It's good.
The old-fashioned 3 there for the Bruins.
Taylor has 8. As Pacific Hills now back on top, 24-22. Already 5 lead. Up top by Plax. Plax doesn't score a lot, but he's a great defender. Does all this stuff that doesn't show up in the box score. McCullough open for 3. Cash money. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Gotta love the 3-point shooting happening here in this ball game between both schools.
McCullough now has a team-high 9. And yeah, the Cardinal Newman, 50% from downtown, 4 of 8. Blocked from behind by Hamill. Almost threw it away, but luckily Rodriguez was there to pick it up. 37-32. Oh, good entry pass inside to Hamill. He's got to go up strong, and he does.
Good job there by Hamill to recognize he had position there force the defender to foul him. Foul's going to go against Jonathan Mills there. He picks up, I believe that's his second there, Jonathan Mills.
Hamill, first free throw, good. He's got 7. Casanova into the game for the Bruins, replacing Plax. Casanova, just a sophomore, getting great experience here in the state championship game. Hamill, calm, cool, collective at the line, hits the second one. It's a 3-point game. Jackson up top. Gets it over to Taylor. Taylor taking it strong to the hoop, blocked from behind, but a foul. Easy call to make there as Martin was all over him.
It was. I believe the foul's going to go against right there, Sebastian Rodriguez.
Yeah, could have gone on either one of those guys.
Yeah.
But it goes against Rodriguez.
You know, it looked to me that Kenny Love had position there on the floor, and maybe Rodriguez probably could have allowed him to go, but I know sometimes kids get very aggressive on the defensive end, trying to stop anything and everything. Sometimes those lead to the easy foul calls.
Taylor makes both free throws with his future coach, Lorenzo Romar, looking on. UW. 39-34. Both schools really playing good games. I've been impressed with the composure. Just 3 total turnovers is really impressive. As Love drives to him, he's got a big frame, Joey, so he can use his body down low. For a guard, he's got a big frame.
I love it when those guards have size. They can use that size to clear some space for themselves.
Julian Jones checks into the game. He'll replace Rodriguez. Oh, inside play. Somebody fell asleep on the Bruins as Hamill somehow got wide open. No, it's Kyle King with the bucket inside. So 39-36. We got a good one. 4:39 to go. And basically, Pacific Hills going with their starters. They've made one sub here so far as Namon Wright fouled. The junior will go to the line, where he's making his first attempt in the game. He's got a team-high 15. That one rims out. But so basically Wright, Jackson, and Taylor carrying the load. They have 37 of the 39. Maybe try to get a fourth score, Joey. That might be a key.
Yeah, absolutely. But a good job here by Cardinal Newman, chipping away at this lead. Cut it down to within 3 already.
Both free throws missed by Wright. Hamill has it. Gets it up top now to Kyle King. King uses a screen to McCullough. McCullough thought about the 3, gets it to Hamill. Hamill pump fakes, goes left. Into the key, now kicks it back up to McCullough. 10 to shoot. We'll have a timeout, the next dead ball. Got to get it up. Just do beat the clock, but it's off the side of the backboard, and it's a shot clock violation. Excellent defense by Pacific Hills.
Very good defense. I know Cardinal Newman wants to work the shot clock, wants to look for the good open shot, but that time taking a little too much time off of the clock, and good job there by Pacific Hills to force the turnover there with time running down.
Timeout on the floor. We got a good one. Pacific Hills 39, Cardinal Newman 36 with 3:56 left to go in the third. You're listening to the boys Division IV state championship game only on the Play On High School Sports Network, playonsports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports.
5 senior, his second bucket of the game, and we got a 1-point game, folks, with 3 minutes to go in the third.
Bruins defense fell asleep on the right side, gave a wide open lane to King for the deuce.
Here's Wright. Has it, finds his guy. His 3 ball on the way is way long. And there again, you take it in NBA when I like to take a couple dribbles, get a little closer. Wright has it. Fresh shot clock. Casanova, right baseline. Kicks up top to Jackson, who's been quiet here in the third. Inside left block. Try to go back to Jackson. No. Loose scramble for it. Kick it back out. Loose another. Oh, look at these guys diving for the ball. Love the effort. It's to Taylor. Taylor dribble drive inside. Finds Casanova, 10-footer wide open, in and out. And another opportunity as it's right, all the way to the coast, left, but no. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Cardinal Newman ball.
Yeah, for a while there, I mean, Cardinal Newman doing a good job defensively, just could not come up with that defensive rebound. Needed to clean up the situation on the glass. Too many opportunities there for Pacific Hills. Winds up going Cardinal Newman's way there on the turnover on the step on the out-of-bound line.
Plax checks in for Casanova. So all starters in the game for the Pacific Hills: Mills, Plax, Taylor, Wright, and Jackson. McCullough has it. Up top to King. King fakes a 19-footer, now going to pull up from 20. No. Rebound Love, weak side. Double teamed at the left block. He goes up strong and jump ball.
The possession arrow favoring the Cardinals. Kenny Love trying to force the situation there.
Exactly. You double team down low. Someone's got to be open.
Yeah, it requires some patience. You just got to find the open man. Move the ball around a little bit when you're down there.
Nolan Sheehan has checked in. He had a couple minutes in the first half. He's a 6'5" senior. He replaces King. Now King's still out there. Who do you replace? Hamill. King has it left elbow. Gets it to Love. Love right check in front of the good seats there, sitting courtside. Love going to pull up for three. In and out. And the rebound gobbled inside by Wright, who looks to push. Gets it over to Taylor. Taylor, left-handed dribble, picks it up, back to Wright. Taylor going to pull up from downtown, way off. Offensive rebound up and in. Inside by Jackson, and that's his first basket of the second half. 41-38.
Yeah, time winding down inside of a minute now.
Love to King. King wants to work on Wright. Picks up his dribble, throws it across court to Torres. Back to McCullough. It's 15 to shoot. King, left check. How about McCullough for three? Cash money! Yes, sir! McCullough from downtown. 9 to the 41.
And it's typically what you'll see. Those are the three guys always going to carry the load. They're the ones that need to, that Cardinal Newman has to key on if they're hoping to win today and bring home their first ever state title.
Love in for McCullough. McCullough's played the whole game, so looks like Coach Bonifili just giving him a quick breather. He'll be back soon. I'm sure he's a fantastic player. Both shots by Jackson good as the Bruins lead the Cardinals by 2. I almost called it 10-second in the last game. There is no 10-second in high school. So
in boys there is. There is,
okay.
yeah, in
All
boys
right.
there is.
So they just get it off over the timeline. That's where my confusion was. One way there is. Love straight to the hole, and he's fouled.
Yeah.
Using that big frame of his inside.
Yeah, boys, there is a 10-second penalty as well, but you also have 35-second shot clock. With girls, there is no 10-second penalty, but you only have a 30-second shot clock.
Here's Kenny Love. First free throw's no good. A little bit unorthodox. When I coached, I always like the players to take a deep breath, look at the rim. It's like Love only looks at the rim right when he shoots it. Just a quick peek at it, and then he takes it, makes one of two, 43-42. Got a sub in for the Bruins. It's Andre Ferguson into the game for Plax. Quick timeout, we'll keep it here. 7:07 left to go in the game. Pacific Hills leading 43-42. What's going to be the key here closing out?
Well, I think Cardinal Newman has to just use some time on the clock there, go through their offensive sets, and look for the open shot, the nice shot. Pacific Hills crashing the glass, using their athleticism, trying to pick up tempo because they're actually allowed Cardinal Newman to slow things down. So they want to try to force tempo on the Cardinals if they're going to try to pull away from this one. Maybe want to go a little bit, maybe want to start getting things inside. Their outside shooting, although there have been good numbers, their three-point shooting isn't that great. 4 of 17 from 3. So start looking to go inside. Some dribble penetration there by either Wright or Jackson. I'm sorry, by Wright or Taylor.
Starters on the floor for Pacific Hills. Not much of a bench. Here's McCullough. checking back in the next dead ball. Actually, we do have a sub in as Ferguson is in. He replaced Plax. Other than that, it's the 4 starters for the Bruins. Navy blue jerseys, good-looking uniforms. Oh, that's inside. That's a dangerous pass. Never want to throw it across the key as Love, or McCullough, I should say, gets the steal. From the Cardinal Newman back the other way, it's Kyle King. Up top to Love, they'll reset. Trailing by 1. Good ball game here. D4 state championship game. Crowd gets on its feet. And there's a reach. Oh, little extracurricular. Gotta watch that.
You know, and especially at this level, you got to make sure that you get your head on straight. You do not lose your cool because you do not want to cost your team a chance at a state championship.
Well, yeah, any free throw, especially in this game, could be huge. McCullough checks back in. He will replace Connor Head, who was in just about enough for me to announce his name, and that's it.
Yeah, I think McCullough just needed a breather there.
Oh, absolutely. So back the other way, here's Kyle King. Picks up his dribble. Good defense up top by right. Forces the turnover. You got to figure you got timeouts in your book. You maybe want to take one there instead of turning it over.
Yeah, good defense there by Pacific Hills. Kyle King needed to be a little bit more patient. He needs to find someone to pass it to. He was just kind of threw it out there hoping that Cardinal would pick it up.
Don't forget to stay tuned to our PlayOnSports.com postgame show where Joey and I will select a player of the game. That's coming up immediately following the D4 championship game right here on PlayOnSports.com. Long 3 is not even close. That one chucked up there by Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson, you wonder whether or not that elbow he took to the eye area affected that shot.
Love with the fadeaway. No. Gets it back somehow, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Bruins ball.
And you can tell here, Ben, teams are tightening up here. A lot more bodies flying on the ground, more contact. Expect to see hear the whistle a lot more often here as things get late with 5:43 to go in the ball game.
1 point lead. It's been back and forth. I believe Pacific Hills' largest lead was what, 6?
8. Yeah, it was 8
yeah.
in the third quarter.
Cardinal Newman's was 3, so it's been back and forth. Good ball game. How about an NBA 3? That's way off, and it goes back to what I said. You got to take it in.
Yeah,
I don't like that shot.
And that's what one of the keys here. We were talking about that during that last time out. Is Pacific Hills is settling for outside jumpers. They need to get shots inside. Force some fouls against Cardinal Newman because Cardinal Newman. I mean, Pacific Hills has only gone to the line 9 times.
McCullough doing a nice job of getting past that feisty defense by Jackson, then a turnover, and then it goes right back to Cardinal Newman. Here's Love. Love bulldozing his way forward, and he draws the foul.
Smart job by Love to push it down the throat essentially there on Pacific Hills. Had the defense running back on their heels and forces the foul there as he realized that the shot clock had not reset there that instance.
So Love at the line, where he's 3 of 4, make it 4 of 5. Ties the ball game up. Plax back in for Ferguson. So Pacific Hills going with their starters probably the rest of the way. Mills, Plax, Taylor, Wright, and Jackson. Neither one of them in foul trouble. For Cardinal Newman, they got their starters in. Except for Torres.
Torres, yeah.
It's in for Martin. So Cardinal Newman, who once trailed by 8, now lead by 1. 5 minutes left to go. D4 state championship game on the line. Here's Wright, drives baseline. Nice dump inside to Mills.
Nice inside play using that back pick for Mills. And good job there by Wright to find him.
Mills, that 4th scorer, has 4 now. Yeah, great dish by Wright there. Love covered up top by Taylor. Here's King. King, dribble drive, nice spin move, left-handed. Good move, but didn't finish it right. Skies high for the rebound. He loses it. McCullough, pump fake, goes up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Hard foul there on Hamill. I think the foul's going to come on right. They're naming right, getting called for the hard foul. But, no harm, no foul. I mean, you need to make sure that Hamill does not get that shot up.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. 4:16 left to go. Pacific Hills on top of Cardinal Newman, 45-44. You're listening to the Boys Division IV State Championship game only on the Play On Sports Network, playonsports.com.
You want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for this Play On Sports school broadcast program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SVP. Folks, we'll have live coverage of spring sports from around the state of California in April and May. Join us this spring for championship coverage across California, including baseball, softball, track, and more. All brought to you by your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. And lastly, folks, we want to let you know, as Ben Schneider was letting you know, stay tuned for the playonsports.com post-game show, where we will select our player of the game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Good crowd on hand here by the Cardinal Newman fans, of course, from Santa Rosa. Not that far of a drive, Ben, but it's been a great atmosphere all weekend long here.
It always
folks,
is.
Yeah, fans from all schools around, and just diehard basketball fans coming out here to watch some good basketball that's been happening here from Sleep Train Arena.
Hamill at the line, looking to give his team the lead. Hamill's 3 of 4 at the stripe so far. Makes it. Tie ball game. 4:16 to go. Second free throw is good. So a 1-point lead for Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, second 1-point lead. Actually, I'm sorry, they did lead at 1 point by 3.
Wright gets it right, elbow jumper, no good. And the rebound tracked to the corner, and wisely calls a timeout. I like it.
Yeah, that's the right time, the right call there. Torres getting trapped there in the corner. Had nowhere to go. Did not try to force a pass outside of that pressure, and wisely called the 20-second. Good heads-up play there by Torres.
We'll keep it here, as both teams really doing a nice job staying composed here down the stretch.
You know, here, and Ben, I was mentioning sometime during the ball game that if Cardinal Newman's going to want to win this one, they want to keep it right around the high 50s, low 60s, and it's kind of shoring up to be that type of ball game. Pacific Hills maybe getting a little frustrated that their shots aren't falling from the inside. They're starting to force things. Inside, and that's not working out for them too well so far either.
Both teams shooting the ball well. Cardinal Newman at 41%, 40% for Pacific Hills. But Cardinal Newman here, look, they're up 14-8 here in the third. So they've come out after halftime with a lot of fire and energy.
Yeah,
Pacific Hills going to pick up full court. Oh, almost gets a steal. 2 seconds in, we'll have a media timeout, and we'll take a break as well. 3:58 to go. We got a good one, Bruin. Cardinal Newman 46, Pacific Hills 45. You're listening to the Boys Division IV State Championship game here on PlayOnSports.com.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Folks, we'll have live coverage of spring sports from around the state of California in April and May. Join us this spring for championship coverage across California, including baseball, softball, track, and more. All brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Joe and Cardinal Newman takes a timeout. Not exactly sure what they're going to try to do, but yesterday we did see Horizon come back on St. Joseph's. They were down 6 with under 20 seconds to go.
Is that right?
And we're eventually able to come back.
And they hit a couple threes.
They hit some threes. St. Joseph's could not knock down their free throws. And, therein goes the situation. And maybe that's what, Cardinal Newman was thinking, was trying to trap and looking to force a turnover, but Pacific Hills doing a good job of taking their time. They still need 10 seconds to get across the timeline. They had 50 seconds on the clock. I think you either or, in my opinion, I don't think with 50 seconds left down, even if it was 4, I wouldn't foul. But that's where we're here talking about it rather than out there. I would not want to have to make that decision.
He almost at a fault for playing such good defense and being so low on the fouls. I mean, it's kind of a two-edged sword there because you don't want to foul, but then again, if it's a close game, you gotta get into the bonus.
That's when it works against you.
Yeah. So Jackson to inbound.
Got to get on him.
To Mills, and Jackson's fouled. So it will be 1-1, but a little too late here with 5.4 left. So Pacific Hills going to win their second state title.
The other thing that I forget, I mean, the way that Cardinal Newman has been shooting the 3, I mean, look at that. They're shooting 5-11 from 3, so not bad, percentage. So I'm thinking that maybe perhaps, a couple of threes. It's probably a little too late here at this point.
Well, Pacific Hills struggled from downtown, just 4 of 19, but this is a three-headed monster, Wright, Jackson, and Taylor. Got all but 2 of their points. Only 4 players scored. Mills had a bucket, and that's it. You saw with the Heat last year. I mean, sometimes you got 3 dynamic players. What more do you need? Some good role players who know their role. Here's a 3. No, and a bucket goes in at the buzzer, but that's it, folks. Your 2013 Division IV state champions, the Pacific Hills Bruins, they defeat the Cardinal Newman Cardinals 58-52. Congratulations to both schools on a great season. We'll be back with our post-game show, and Joey and I will select a player of the game. That's coming up next on our PlayOnSports.com post-game show. Once again, your final here from Sleep Train Arena. Pacific Hills 58, Cardinal Newman 52. Pacific Hills is your boys Division IV state champions. And welcome back to Sleep Train Arena alongside Joey Gonzalez. I'm Ben Schneider. Happy to have you with us here. Wrapping up game 2 of a 6-game tilt. Both games have gone to the Southern California schools as Sarah won the D4 Girls Championship, and then we just saw Pacific Hills win the Boys D4 State Champion. We're going to do our player of the game, and a couple close calls. We came between Jackson and Wright, but Wright with the double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds. He was 1 of 3 from downtown, a very efficient 7 of 10 from the floor. So Wright is our name on Wright, a 6'5" junior, is our PlayOnSports.com player of the game, Joey. Pretty easy decision there. He had a fantastic game.
Yeah, all around, just unbelievable game there by Naaman Wright, as you said. 7 of 10 from the field. That's what really impresses me. 1 of 3 from 3. Did not have to force the threes, looking for everything inside, had the mid-range game going, and just attacking the glass. Look at that, 9 defensive boards there for Naaman Wright. Only 2 turnovers there. The key coming in here was how Cardinal Newman was going to contend with the 3-headed monster of Wright, Jackson, and Taylor. They did a decent job there with the other 2, but could not contend because Wright, Jackson, and Taylor all scoring in double figures. They did slow tempo, however, could not come up with those answers there. Unable to clean off the glass there for the Cardinals.
Absolutely, Joey. As we're getting ready for the D3 girls is coming up next here on PlayOnSports.com. Probably about a 2:10 tip. That's going to be Sacred Heart versus Alamany. So, any last thoughts before we wrap things up?
The Sacred Heart, actually, that was yesterday's game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alamany won yesterday.
What do we got
yesterday.
next?
I believe it is a D4. It should be the D2. No, the D2 girls game will be coming up between.
Okay, 'cause I thought they were.
Yeah, it's going to be.